my little corner. My name's Ginger, and there is no wrong way to play with paper. I hope you're having a great day. We are doing 30 Days of Sketches, day 20, I don't know. I don't remember. Oh my gosh, I think it's 24. Yeah, no, 22, 23, and 24. Ding, ding, ding. It's working. Every once in a while it works up here. And we are going to break down that sketch. We are going to use our scraps, and we are going to have a lot of fun doing it. Or at least I am, and I'm glad that you're here, and I hope you're inspired and all those wonderful things. Of course, there is a playlist for 30 Days of Sketches with Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. It's one click. So you can click that one time, and then you can watch many people doing the same sketches just in different ways. That fits their needs, because it's art and there's not a wrong way to do it. So I can't wait to see what everyone else does. I hope you will go and see what everyone else is doing. Let's just get into it. I'm going to turn this camera around and we're going to have some fun. All right. Be right back. All right, let's get started. Day 24. No, day 22. I'm going to distract myself. All right. So day 22 is by Fantina Avila. I think I'm saying her name right. I'm not 100% sure, so I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Thank you so much for your sketch, though. It is an awesome sketch, and we are going to use our scraps. Well, like I said, I'm going to pull these out here. Now, I see that she has basically it's a 2-pager, right? And when I'm thinking this to myself, I'm like, okay, what do I need to complete this layout? Well, the reality is I need 2 bases. I have 2 white pieces of paper inside of here. I always start with white. If something else comes around, that's okay. Totally okay. And then what I need to do is I think I want 2 pieces of wood grain, maybe. Now, my goal is to possibly pull out of here, but the only thing I see that I can probably pull out of here is maybe some paper that would be big enough to map photos, and then maybe a strip, because I don't think I have big enough pieces of paper. So when that happens, that's okay. The scraps that I'm using don't work. I can pull out something else. That's all right. So this is what I think I'm going to do. I kind of know what photos I want for this, and I want blue. I have these really sweet pictures of Miss Kinsley Jean, and she's wearing a blue little tutu, right? So what I'm going to do is I am going to try to pull this strip out of here. Oh, look. Ha! Ask and you shall get. So we're going to use that for this strip piece here. Now, you could choose to use washi. I personally am not a washi person. So, you know, if you like washi though, pull that out. Then I think what I want is I want it like blue and browns. So let's see what we have. I can pull out a wood grain to do for this, and I'll grab that here in just a second. Grab a wood grain. And let's see what other blue papers. We know I had lots of blue last time, but I don't know if I have enough to make these 9 by 9, maybe 10 by 10. I could go, do I have 2 of these? No, of course not. I have 1 and 1. Why would I have 2? That would be too convenient. Oh, I do have these, and I've had this basil paper for a long time. So I do think that I can cut out, even if it's 8.5 by 8.5, I'm okay with that because it's 8.5 this way. So I'm gonna have those for this paper here, okay? I have this for my strip. There's that. Then what else do I need? I'm gonna get 2 wood grains, and maybe I'll just find 2 other blue. And then when I can gut these papers and use the part that I'm not using out of this mat, I can use here, right? Because I'll have 2 of them. So let me do this. Let me go grab a wood grain, just in case. I'm gonna pull this blue out, just in case, because you never know what might happen. So I'm gonna go grab a wood grain, and then I'm gonna go, I think I want solid blues instead of the white. So let me grab that, and I'll be right back. I went and grabbed 2 wood grain. Okay, so that is going to be this green, light green. This is going to be what I mat with, and I will cut the middle out and use that also for mats of my photos, because I have 2 of them, so I'll be able to do that. So there's that. This one here, I'm gonna leave this in here in case I want to cut a title. I might not use it, that's fine. And I also do think, because when I look at these pictures, there is a little bit of pink in her bow and her cute little outfit. So I think I'm gonna pull myself out just an option of pink out of my scraps. Again, when I'm done with this, I can put it all back in the scraps. That's okay. Not a problem at all. Let's see, what do we have? This? No, well, it's cute, but it won't work. But I do have this. I think that might be an option. I might use it even as this strip instead of this. I don't know. Or I could use it in my title, like put a backing offset and then, or make some flowers, maybe some butterflies. I don't know, but I do want to give myself a pink option. And I'm thinking maybe even one more just because I can. And you know what? Look, we'll use that just in case. So my main goal was to do blue and brown. When I start looking at the photos, this time I just happen to have them sitting here because I know I want to do these. I see a pink, so I'm going to give myself an option of pink. Doesn't mean I'm going to use it. Again, you can have as many different papers as you want in a page kit. What I'm really doing this time is I'm taking this sketch apart. Do I have the background paper? Yes, I do. I have those 2 wood grains, right? I have these. Or white, and I will leave the white in here. If I don't go with it and I go with the wood grain, fine, I'll put it away later. Then I need 2 more full sheets of paper because that's what this is. It's a 1/2 inch off the top, 1/2 inch off the bottom, and or a 1/4 inch off of all 4 sides. And so I'm going to do that. Then did I give myself something to make this 9.5 or 9 by 9 square? I did. I think I'm gonna do 8.5 by 8.5. Then I need a strip of paper. Well, I've got a few options, and maybe I can double matte photos or something. I don't know, but I have the options. What this does, by taking this sketch apart, I have all the papers that I'm gonna need. Even if I didn't happen to know, and you guys have seen me do this in 30 Days of Sketches, which photos I'm gonna use, I have all the paper, right? I have all the paper that I'm gonna need. So I'm going to put all of this for day 22 inside of my sleeve here. Ta-da! I love these. I know, I say it every time, I can't help it. And I'm going to slide these photos just because I happen to know what photos I'm doing this time, all right? And there is taking that sketch apart, breaking it down, and I use scraps. So you know I'm doing this with Baby Got Scraps, like I am with Kristen. So there's that page kit. I'm using what I have. That's always the goal. Then we have day 23, which is by Amy J. And again, it's a 2-page layout. So I'm going to ask myself, what do I need to break this sketch down? All right. Well, this here to me is strip journaling. So I am going to give myself a couple of border strips. I'm going to steal from Don Juan. I know I have another white one. Just like that. That's the first thing I see. So here we go. Let's take our blue. Let's put this back. I'm going to try to shop out of this. We need 2 sheets of white. We're going to start there. I've got 2 sheets of white. Then I'm going to do one side at a time. Then I've got this. Then I see mixed media. Okay. This all here is mixed media. The other main thing I see is I see a tab. Okay. There's a tab, and then there's a matching tab and possibly some 2 tones of that yellow over here and a printed paper. All right, so let's see what we have. Do I have a printed paper that's probably 5 by 12? I don't know, but we're gonna look. So a 5 by 12, that's what I need to make this work. Ta-da! Let's see, what do we have? What do we have? I'm gonna put this one in here because I can cut a title out of that. I can see right here, I need an insert long title. So I'm gonna give myself that. Then I need some type of printed. Now this one's not 5. I can tell you right now it's not. I mean, we can double check. I mean, maybe. I could be losing my touch. Might be 4.5. I don't know. Maybe it's 5. It's 4.5. Okay, that's good enough for me. I'm not gonna stress about it. So there it is, 4.5. That's this paper, all right? So now I kind of have a color scheme, right? I want teal, maybe some golds, maybe some red. And if I can't find it in these scraps, I will pull it out of other ones. Now this one might work. Looky here. I have this left over. Could definitely make tabs and banners out of this. But I see that this is two-tone, and look what's sitting right here. There we go. I can probably get the smaller banner out of that. So here are all the papers that I'm going to need, apparently, and I need some of my hair that's falling out of my head. That is one thing with the weight loss shot. I lose a lot of hair. Not that you want to know any of that, but you know, I'm sharing anyway. Who knows? Now here's what I have to ask myself. How am I going to do this big flower? Well, I'm very blessed and I have a Cricut. My son bought me one. And all this is a cut file. So I could either make it myself or I could buy one, whatever the case may be. It doesn't even have to be a flower. Maybe I want to do some kind of a round cut file. I don't know, maybe it'll literally be round, but I want to give myself something to cut that out. I don't want to get up from my desk and I do not want to go search for paper. And I can already tell you, I can see this was left over from one of the page kits that I stuck in here. Pretty sure, is it a full sheet? It's not, but that won't work. I thought it was a full sheet of paper. Okay, so that's not a full sheet of paper. I have this one too. I mean, we really do need a full, at least I think I need a full sheet of paper. So you know what I'm going to do, because I'm trying so hard to use up my wood grain. I'm going to, again, grab a wood grain piece of paper to cut this out of. I think it would be pretty. Here's why. This one would have been perfect. And if I have another one, look how it matches so well. But I've already cut out of this, which is fine. I mean, maybe I could mat it, but it's a 2-page. I don't know. So what I need to do is I need to find myself a wood grain that matches this. So let me get up again. I'm doing this now so I don't have to do it when I sit to scrap. And I have no idea what photos I'm going to do with this. I just know that I want to have fun. So I'm going to go find a wood grain that will match this paper really well so that I can, whatever cut file I end up doing, that's what I'm going to cut it out of. Or I could even maybe come back with a brown. It doesn't necessarily have to be a wood grain, something that matches this. So I'll be right back and we'll have another page kit done. Okay, so I ended up going with the brown and I went with this one here. Now keep in mind, now, while I think these two go really well together like that, what I will end up with whatever cut file shape or that I do, will only be small bits of this. And so it's going to have a variated color into it because it's brown on brown. So there's that. I also pulled this, my brown and my wood grain are right next to each other. And I'm thinking just in case I want to double matte white and then a brown to on this side to pull in brown to this side from the cut file. So just in case, may not use it, may end up putting it back. Either way, I have so many brown floral prints, I'm using my stash, okay? So now we've broke it down. I have all the papers, right? I have my cut file paper, done. I have my 2 white bases, done. I have a 4.5 by 12. I do think this is 5 by 12 though, done. I have something for banners and the tabs, done. Now it looks like there may be a strip of paper here or some washi or something. If you look really close right here, some like washi or a strip. Either way, I guarantee you I have enough here. I can come up with something that'll work. Even if it's one of the B-sides on this paper, I can put a strip there. So I'm not gonna worry about that. I know I have enough. And then I also have for strip journaling, 2 strips of white scraps. Use scraps. Now, did I pull in brand new paper? Absolutely I did. I did. But I'm also using my scraps up. So there is for day 23 with Miss Amy J. And let's put it in here. And we are ready for day 23. Now you guys see me do these in real time. What are we at? We're at 10 minutes, 11 minutes. And I've already made 2 page kits. Totally worth it. 100%. Okay. I guess technically I paused it. So we're probably at 20 minutes, but I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. All right. Day 24, we need a solid piece of paper. I got my thing ready. Y'all impressed? All right, so day 24 is by Wendy C. And here's what I'm seeing. We're breaking down that sketch. We're taking it apart. I'm shopping my scraps and I'm making it work. So honestly, I need a 9x9 piece of paper, okay? Then I need two 2x11. She's even labeled these. Thank you so much, Wendy. And then a 1x11. These don't have to match. They don't. I probably will because I'm like that. So for me, it needs to be 5 wide and 11 so I can cut it down. Or at least 4x11 and then maybe a different one in the middle. We'll see. Boy, I don't think I have a 9x9. Let's see what this one is. Oh, it's really close. Oh, it is. Oh, okay. 9. All right. That's 9x9. I guess we're going to have an orange vibe because I have no idea what photos I'm going to use on this. She's got 2 4x6 and 2 2x2s, which is really fun. Then I need some kind of strip that I can make out of that. Oh, I kind of like this one. What is this? All right, I do think that was from the bunny. I do think that these two together are pretty. Peach and orange are very close. Then would we have something? Something. Maybe I can pull a different peach. This here, I mean, it does work. It doesn't not work. What else do I have? I have this orange, but I can tell you I don't like that there. I need another full strip. Oh, look. Okay. So this needs to be at least 4 inches wide, and it is not. It's not even 3. So back to the drawing board. Back to the drawing board. What do we got here? Oh, look. Oh, I'm so excited. Yay! This will be perfect. Oh, I bet I can. Even if I make these a little bit like 1.5x11, let me see. I have a mat next to me. So here, let me pull it out so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, maybe if I can find it. It'll be mist appeared. There it is. I have 2. I have a small one that I can pull here. All right. So I'm just taking this paper up. I have a large one on my desk. Okay. So this, let's see where we're at here. Right here is about, give or take, not quite 3.5. So I would say it's 3 1/4. So I would split that in half. And so then these ones here are going to be a little bit thinner, but that's okay. Using my scraps. That's the whole idea here, is to use my scraps. So I'm going to put this in, plus I might have something for a title or some embellishments that I can do there. So, and then because this needs to be used, I could mat this whole thing in this. I mean, that is a pretty combo, I think. I like it. Is it what I would pick without scraps? No, probably not. Not gonna lie to you, but I'm using what I have. So let's make sure I have everything I need. I have a background paper. That is my white paper already in my sleeve. It's just a white piece of cardstock. I think I want to mat it. Maybe I won't. So I'm going to use this scrap left over from 30 Days of Sketches past days. Then I found a 9x9. This is exactly 9x9. I mean, that couldn't have been more perfect. Then I need a 1x11. I'm pretty sure this is 1x11. And then I needed 2 2x11s, which means I needed 4x11. So now these are a full 12 inches. I can cut them down or I can leave them, whatever I decide. And remember, we can ink and do lots of fun stuff. So I have everything I need, minus the photos and embellishments for this. Now, if you know, you've been watching me, you know, everything embellishment-wise, I grab when I go. These are page kits for me. This is a complete page kit. But if I was going to go to a hop, or if I was going to go to, what is on that paper? Or if I was going to travel, then I would pick out my photos. I would pick out my ephemera, and I would put it all in this sleeve. Anything that I thought I need, a title, alphas, whatever you want to play with, okay? I don't need to do that, and I have showed other examples and even in this series of 30 Days of Sketches. All right. So I have made a 3rd page kit using my scraps, right? And we will come back in 2 days and I will show you completed layouts with them. I hope you're enjoying the way I'm doing 30 Days of Sketches. Thank you to Christy and all that she does. You know there is a 1 link playlist, right? Hit see more and you can go see all the videos. Everyone's doing it different. Process videos. I'm breaking down and making page kits, and we will do a layout share, but everyone does it different. You'll be inspired. So enjoy that. I know I'm going to go watch and I'm going to enjoy it, and I'll be back in 2 days and we'll see what I came up with. Be blessed, and I'll see you then. Bye.